Good afternoon. My name is Fred Billingsley, and I am the head of quality for media operations. Um, I have often been asked by my friends and family, what is it that you do? Explain, a typical day for you. Sarcastically, which, if people know me, I'm sarcastic most of the time. I always say, I answer a few phone calls, go to a few meetings, go have lunch at our bio barn, and go home. That's it. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, it's not always that easy. It's actually never that easy. Um, but the real answer is yes. I mean, like Cheryl alluded to, you always have your meetings, the conference calls, especially in this time of COVID. There's no personal meeting, so for me, it makes it really difficult. I like to have that personal connection with somebody. For me, over video doesn't really work that well, but we're all doing what we can do. Probably the only normal part of my day is the phone calls and the meetings. Other than that, I'm working in a dynamic manufacturing environment like Lonza. It's challenging just because of the sheer amount of manufacturing that we do on a daily basis. Interacting with manufacturing, which we interact on a daily basis, quality control, MS&T, facilities and engineering, to sit down and understand the complex issues that we're dealing with, and collaborating on a solution that everybody's agreeing to is what keeps me coming back day after day. Being the head of a fantastic quality group is really rewarding in its own right. And I like, I'm a practice what you preach kind of guy, and I work with them as they review and approve, master batch records, testing and overseeing of, aseptic operations. And that is led by our QA on the floor individuals. Working through those issues with the people that I work with on a daily basis, while challenging, is very rewarding. At the end of the day, building those relationships, not only with my team, but my internal customers as well as the external customers, for me, is what being in quality is all about. Cheryl said that I used to work for Lonza before. I did. There have been a number of people, in the same position as me, that have left Lonza and have come back. I happen to be one of them. I'd worked at the Portsmouth site for about 7.5 years, and I loved what I did. I did leave there to understand a new way of doing things and explore what other quality organizations do. I felt, for me, understanding more than just one way to do things would make me a better all-around person for this. People will tell you that leaving a place is easy. You can just walk out, pack up, and leave. That's not a problem. It's leaving the people that you've worked with for a long time and those relationships that you've built. That's really the hardest part. And it was no different for me. When I was approached, several months ago, I've only been employed here for the second time since October 5th. I was excited, and I knew that, it was time for me to come back. In the last 8 years since I left Lonza, I feel I have grown as a person, and I've learned a lot concerning, not only quality methods, but also utilizing a risk-based quality approach, which I use day to day in everything that I do. I honed stronger collaboration, as well as communication skills for myself and the people that I interact with daily. Being a hiring manager, and like Cheryl said, I strongly believe that promoting from within, developing your people, is the best way to retain strong employees as well as grow your leaders. But leveraging different experiences of a new employee can make all the difference. Just to reiterate, like I said, important events like this from BioBarn are really important in order to bring in new talent, because it is that new talent that really does, help us, especially people that have been in a position for a while, bringing, stuff that they know, stuff that they've done. it makes us more of a well-rounded organization. You know, we really appreciate stuff like that. So if you like a fast-paced environment, building relationships, contributing to the success of a global company, then, you know, Lonza might be the right place for you, and this might be the right time.